Hello and welcome back to Beyond the Basics. I'm Mohammed Bilal, and today we're going to talk about something really important for your career: leadership in clinical data management. And here's the thing: leadership isn't something that just happens when you get a fancy new title. It actually starts way before that. It starts right now with how you think, how you act, and how you show up for your team. So let's just jump right in with a question I bet a lot of you are asking yourselves. You've got a few years under your belt, you're feeling really solid in your skills, and you're thinking, okay, I'm ready for what's next. But how do you actually cross that bridge, from being a great team member to being seen as a real leader? It's a common hurdle, for sure. But the path forward begins today, right where you're sitting. All right, let's get into it. The single biggest change you can make, honestly, is all in your head. It's about shifting your mindset away from my work and toward our project. Now, that might sound almost too simple, but trust me, it completely changes the game and how you approach every single thing you do.
Okay, so take a look at this. This comparison really lays it all out. As an individual contributor, your world is pretty focused, right? It's all about your tasks, your deadlines, and that's your job. But a team contributor, someone who's on that leadership track, thinks way differently. You start zooming out to see the bigger picture, the whole study timeline. You're thinking about how your work impacts other people and how their work impacts you. All those team dependencies. And maybe most importantly, you start to look ahead, to anticipate and flag potential risks to the project. You're not just a pair of hands anymore. You're becoming a part of the project's brain.
So, once you've got that new mindset, how do you actually show it? Well, the answer is simple. You do it through your actions. Leadership isn't just a title they give you, it's a role you earn by showing everyone what you're capable of. Let's break down how you can start doing that right now.
It really boils down to two key things. First, lead from where you are. What does that mean? It means you're proactively helping out junior colleagues. Or maybe you volunteer to coordinate something small but important, like tracking action items after a meeting. You're not just waiting to be told what to do, you're looking ahead. And second, and this one is absolutely crucial, you build credibility through accountability. This just means you are 100% reliable. You do what you say you're going to do, and when you mess up, because hey, we all do, you own it, you fix it, and you document what you did.
And this right here is a perfect example of what accountability really looks like day to day. It's not just about doing the task, reconciling lab data. It's about resolving those tricky mismatches. And then, this is the key, writing down why you made that call. You're leaving a clear trail. This builds so much trust because now your lead, your team, they can see not just what you did, but how you think. And that right there is leadership.
Okay, so you're taking action, you're being accountable, you're building a great foundation. Now let's talk about how you turn up the volume on that impact. And that's all about your communication. Your actions build trust, but it's your voice that turns that reliability into genuine influence. Now, developing a leadership voice doesn't mean you have to be the loudest person in the meeting. Not at all. It means being the most thoughtful. So instead of just pointing out problems, you offer constructive suggestions. You ask those smart, clarifying questions that tie what you're doing right now back to the bigger picture, back to the why in the study protocol. You always lead with data and facts, not just gut feelings. And finally, you find that perfect balance between being confident in what you know and being humble enough to really listen to others.
So if you remember one thing from this section, make it this. Anybody can add effort. Anyone can check items off a to-do list. But a leader adds direction. Your communication should be the thing that helps clear up the path forward for the whole team, that points out a potential issue before it becomes a real problem. That's how you provide value that goes way beyond your assigned tasks. We've talked about mindset, we've talked about action, and we've talked about communication. So now, let's make this super practical. I want to give you 3 specific things you can go and do this week, like starting tomorrow, to put all this into practice.
Number 1, be a mentor. Just find one small opportunity this week to share something you know with a teammate. Maybe it's a little shortcut for writing queries or how you prep for UAT. This shows you're not just about your own success, you're invested in the team's success. Number 2, raise your hand. Volunteer for one small coordination task. It could be tracking action items, managing vendor file checks, whatever. It's a really low-risk way to get more visibility and show everyone you're ready for more responsibility.
And number 3, communicate proactively. In your very next meeting, before anyone even asks, give your update. Briefly share where things stand. Maybe identify one potential risk you're seeing and suggest a way to handle it. This screams ownership. And there you have it. Your path to leadership doesn't start with a promotion, it starts with a choice. a choice to think bigger, to act with purpose, and to communicate with impact. And hey, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe so you never miss an episode. We've got new videos every Monday at 8 a.m. EST for Beyond the Basics and every Wednesday at 8 a.m. EST for Mentoring Maya. So my final question for you is this: which of those 3 steps are you going to take this week? Thanks for watching.